loves, what's up? It's Misaki. Today is July 5. It's Monday and currently it's 1:40 p.m. Hindi pa ako nakakapag-lunch kasi inuna ko muna mag-film. Baka kasi umulan mamaya and ayun, didilim yung paligid. Mawawalan ako ng natural light sis. Ang hirap mag-film. Hindi ko pa naman nadala yung ring light ko dito sa Japan. Anyway, this video was supposed to be uploaded last week pa. Kaso ayun nga, ulan ng ulan. 4 consecutive days nang umuulan dito. Nag-start siya nung Thursday, I think. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, ulan ng ulan, tapos sobrang dilim, kaya hindi rin ako makapag-film kasi ayun nga, wala akong natural light. Yung first part ng video is about my graduation celebration. Officially, nakagraduate na ako from senior high school. I'm so happy and thankful sa lahat ng taong tumulong sa akin. Not only my teachers, but also my friends, my classmates, and also my family. I'm just very thankful. And by the way, ako pala yung nag-welcome remarks dun sa virtual graduation namin. I-insert ko na lang yung clip. On behalf of the members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, administration, and staff, I am delighted to welcome you to the Senior High School Batch 2021 graduation in Our Lady of Perpetual Soccer College. Some instances almost made us give up, including those sleepless nights, stress with multiple tasks, academic breakdowns, and even dealing with our personal problems. We've been through a lot, and those challenges molded us to become a better version of ourselves. So, ayun. Yun yung welcome remarks. And actually, nahirapan pa ako mag-film nun kasi nabagsak tong camera ko. Nabagsak yung camera. Hindi naman as in nasira yung quality. Pero guys, yung screen, di ba may screen sa taas? Ayan yung tinitignan ko ngayon para makita ko yung sarili ko. Hindi na siya ma-close. Hindi naman siya as in sira. Pero yung, di ba, ito yung screen. Dapat kapag i-close mo, like, ganyan. Hindi ko alam kung nagigets nyo. Basta, dapat ganyan mako-close. Pero naka-usli siyang ganyan. Hindi na siya ma-close na as in super close na ganyan. So, papaayos namin next time sa Canon. Nakailang retake ako dyan sa welcome remarks ko. And, minemorize ko pa yan. Eto na, finally, nakagraduate na ako from senior high school. We celebrated my graduation. Nag-lunch kami outside. Nag-lunch kami sa Yakiniku restaurant. Today is June 27. Sorry, tinignan ko pa yung date kasi hindi ko na kabisado. Today is...
急いでたから間違えちゃったよ。
We're going to celebrate my graduation. Nung 25, nagkaroon kami ng virtual graduation sa school. Pupunta kami ngayon sa Yakiniku na restaurant. Doon kami magla-lunch. I woke up around 9 a.m. kasi kailangan namin umalis ng 10 a.m. kasi hinahabol namin yung opening ng restaurant kasi unahan daw sa seats. Marami kasing usually kumakain doon sa Yakiniku restaurant na yon. 11 a.m. siya magbubukas and it's already 10:42 a.m. Kaya medyo nagmamadali rin kami. See you guys later at the restaurant.
Shoumen. あそこほら焼肉のキングって書いてあるでしょ。どこ行っちゃおうか。
キング。
Ano tayo sa isang soup? Vegetable or fluffy egg?
Fluffy egg.
Ini kan
A few moments later.
Hey guys, I'm back. So, ayun yung nangyari nung June 27. Nag-lunch lang kami outside sa Yakiniku restaurant to celebrate my graduation. And now, tips for incoming ABM students. So, yun naman yung content. Parang second part siya ng video. By the way, this content was requested by someone. Chinat niya ako sa messenger if I could do a content about ABM Strand kasi incoming grade 11 student siya. She's watching my vlogs and sana daw sa next content ko, yun nga, sana ma-video ko yung about sa ABM Strand, my experience, something ganon. This is for you. I hope you're watching and I hope this video will help you to get an idea about ABM Strand. This is my phone. I have my guide kasi gumawa rin ako ng listahan para hindi ko makalimutan yung mga tips na bibigay ko para rin masabi ko lahat. Kasi kung wala akong guide, baka may ma-miss out ako or something. Before pala tayo pumunta dun sa tips, before we go into that part, sasabihin ko muna yung subject sa ABM Strand. So, mag-start tayo sa grade 11. Nung grade 11, ito yung mga subjects ko. Una is Oral Communication in Context or OCC. I have Komunikasyon at Pananaliksik sa Wika at Kulturang Pilipino, General Mathematics, Personal Development, PE, English for Academic and Professional Purposes or EAPP, Filipino sa Piling Larangan. You have thesis sa subject na to. Organization and Management, Business Math, Principles of Marketing, Fundamentals of Accounting, Business and Management. Sa grade 12, here are the subjects. Earth and Life Science. May dalawang science. So, first is yung Earth and Life Science and Physical Science. So, dalawa yung science. Going back to the subjects, we have Introduction to the Philosophy of the Human Person. We have Contemporary Philippine Arts from the Region, CPAR. Empowerment Technologies, ICT for Professional Tracks. PE again, PR2 or Practical Research 2. We had Practical Research 1 nung grade 11 and itutuloy nyo lang siya ng grade 12. So, magiging Practical Research 2. Media and Information Literacy. Dito sa Media and Information Literacy, you will know more about being a responsible user of social media. Ang dami kong natutunan dito sa subject na to. And you will have inquiries, investigation, and immersion. This is another research subject. And then business enterprise simulation. Here are the tips for incoming ABM students. So those who want to pursue ABM Strand, these are the tips na list down ko. Disclaimer muna before tayo mag-start dito sa tips na to. Itong mga sasabihin ko, it worked for me but it may or may not work for everyone or for everybody. So, just take what you may need in the future. So, number 1, ito yung number 1 tip ko sa inyo. Kailangan lagi nyong dala to. The must-haves. The friction pen, yellow paper, and the scientific calculator. Nung pumunta ako dito sa Japan, nagdala ako ng bag ko. Ito yung bag ko, Puma. So, ayan. Kasi baka kailanganin yung mga materials na nandito sa loob. So, dito sa backpack, wow, bag grade yan. Ito yung yellow paper. Ayan. Usually, ito yung ginagamit for accounting. Kailangan yung yellow paper. And then, itong lalagyanan na to. Andito yung calculator ko. Mas recommended if scientific calculator. Kasi andito yung mga cosine and such. So, ayan. Ayan yung scientific calculator. Kailangan nyo to, guys. Nung face-to-face, grabe kapag wala kaming calculator. Bawal humiram, sis. Syempre, paano ka naman magsusolve? Tapos, kunyari, ang haba-haba ng isusolve mo, tapos wala kang calculator. Tapos, meron pang limit sa time. Matatagalan ka. So, anyway, ito yung friction pen. Kailangan mo to. Kailangan mo tong friction pen. Short story time. Nung grade 11, nag-ballpen pa ako. First practical test namin sa accounting, nag-ballpen ako. Tapos, sobrang niregret ko. As in, kasi bawal magkamali. Kapag nagkamali ka, tapos pinasa mo yung papel mo na may correction tape or may binura ka, -5. Basta may minus yung papel mo. Kaya, ang ginagawa ko, kapag nagkamali ako doon sa yellow paper, umuulit ako kasi no choice, kaysa naman magka-minus. So, ayun. And then, ito yung mga ballpen ko. Charcoal pencil. I have my stapler, correction tape. Yeah. So, ayun, mga ballpen lang yun dito. And then, I have my ruler. Ano to? Oh. Sarili kong gamit, hindi ko alam. Mga refill pala to. Refill. Oh. Refill siya. Sorry sa nails kong pangit. Nakita nyo ata. Sorry. Papalitan ko yan. And then, more ballpen. Dami kong ballpen. Sayang, di ko pa nagagamit. Pero magagamit ko siya for college. And then, I have my notebooks. Anong notebooks yung nadala ko? Let's see. BESR. Nadala ko yung notebook sa BESR. BS, Business Enterprise Simulation. Nadala ko rin. And General Mathematics. Hindi ko alam ba't ko nadala to. General Mathematics? Nung grade 11 pa to ah. Anyway, ito yung mga extra notebooks ko. Filler notebooks. Since hindi naman ganun karami yung notes namin. So, that's it. And 1/4 yellow paper. Number 2, be ready for performance task. Kasi, halos everyday nagkakaroon ng performance task kapag tapos na yung lesson. Nung face-to-face, nasa-stress kami kasi yung performance task, usually 100 points. Or basta mataas yung points niya. Tapos, kunyari, di ba, tapos na yung lesson doon sa accounting. Parang hindi pa nasi-sink in dun sa utak namin. Tapos biglang, okay, get your yellow paper, we have performance task. Hindi kami ready. See? So, I advise na be ready talaga sa mga performance task. Kasi ang laking percentage din niya dun sa grade. I think, hindi ko alam yung percent. Hindi ko nasasabihin kasi baka mali. Basta malaki yung percent, malaki yung hatak niya sa grades nyo. So, be ready sa performance task. And then next, ask questions. Don't be shy magtanong kasi usually yung mga tatanungin mo, yun yung possible na lumabas dun sa test. And mahirap mag-take ng subjects na hindi mo talaga gets yung concept. So, as much as possible, habang nag-lesson yung teacher, kapag meron kang hindi nagigets na part, tanungin mo na agad. Next, study previews, seat work, homework, quizzes, and PT for final exam. Kasi dun sa amin, ang nangyayari, medyo parallel yung mga tanong. Like for example, dun sa performance task namin, we have ABC company. So, ABC company, blah, blah, blah. So, there's a specific problem. And then, i-analyze mo yung situation. Tapos, ito yung mga sagot. Then, pagpunta mo dun sa final exam, medyo similar. Nabago lang yung company. CBA, gano'n. CBA company. Tapos, iba-iba yung situation, pero how you solve each problem, medyo similar siya dun sa ginawa nyo ng performance task. So, next tip is advanced study. Nung grade 11, sobrang ganado ako mag-advanced study. Siyempre, bago sa senior high, ganyan, nakakagana pa. Ganado pa mag-advanced study, but ewan ko ba ngayong grade 12, to be honest, hindi na ako nakakapag-advanced study. Pero, tip ko talaga mag-advanced study kayo. Kunyari may book kayo, i-highlight nyo yung mga parts na important. In my case, yung highlighter na ginagamit ko, yung color is yellow, pink, green. Yung yellow for definitions, meaning, ganon. Tapos, yung pink for titles. And then, yung green for person. Yung name na mga person para hindi ko makalimutan. And usually, mga date, yon. Para may specific color for specific information. Kapag nakapag-advanced study ka kasi, mas madali ka makakapag-recite. Siyempre, di ba, kapag new lesson, parang sino yung mga nagbasa dito, sino mga nag-advanced study. In relation to that, ito yung next tip, be active during recitation. Actually, this is very important kasi ang laki rin ng hatak ng recitation sa final grade. And recitation is one of the ways para makilala ka rin ng teacher, especially kapag first sem. Tapos, syempre, bagong set of teachers, para mas madali ka nilang makilala, pwede kang mag-recite. Kasi syempre, tatawagin ka nila paulit-ulit, ganyan. And kasi kapag nagre-recite ka, the teacher can easily memorize your name and they can easily know you. Doon din kasi nila malalaman kung gaano mo kaalam yung about dun sa lesson. And ayun, next tip is time management. Kasi time pressure, yung ibang test, like for example, sa final exam, you will be given 40 minutes to finish your exam. And in my case, nahihirapan ako sa accounting, sa FABM, kasi may may certain parts na mahaba. Kunyari, ito yung problem, mahaba siya, babasahin mo, i-analyze. And then, next part, gagawa ka ng income statement. Then after that, gagawa ka ng balance sheet. Tapos, kailangan mag-balance pa. Syempre, masa-stress ka lalo na kapag hindi nag-balance, di ba? Basta time-consuming, kaya know how to manage your time. And also kasi kapag nagpasa ka on time, lalo na kapag maaga ka nagpasa, may incentives, usually +5, +10, ganon. Pass your paper early. Next tip is to take notes. Yung iba, ang ginagawa is ini-screenshot or pinipicture na lang yung slides, ganon. If it works for you, why not, di ba? Go lang. But, ayun, in my case, I still take notes sa physical notebooks. Diba, pinakita ko kanina sa inyo yung mga notebooks na dinala ko dito. Nagno-notes pa rin ako kasi mas nagre-retain siya sa utak ko kapag nagno-notes. And, ito yung advice ko, kung magno-notes kayo, mag-focus kayo dun sa mga math subjects like statistics and probability, business math, general math. Kasi ang dami talagang equations, solutions na may encounter nyo and magja-jumble siya sa utak nyo kapag hindi kayo nag-take notes. Though, okay lang na picturean nyo siya. Syempre, kapag nasa gallery nyo, di ba, mag-next, parang maguguluhan ka, asan na nga ba dito yung solution dun sa dun sa certain lesson na yun? Next tip is understand the concepts in economics, marketing, organization, and management, ganon. Yung sa mga subjects na yun, I think it's very important that you know the concept, hindi lang mag-memorize. Kasi, for example sa principles of marketing, you have different concepts there, and if you don't really understand the concept, ang hirap sumagot kapag situational na yung problem. Kasi hindi naman all the time na may choices tapos pipiliin mo lang, ganon, fill in the blanks. Not all the time ganon yung sa mga test. Usually, there are situational problems and i-analyze mo yon. Next, analyze the given. Analyze the given, especially on different accounting situations or problems. Kasi nga, usually yung mga questions na sinasagutan namin is connected sa isa't isa. Like for example, sa number 1, you will be given a question na connected sa number 2. So, kung mali ka sa number 1, may possibility na mali ka rin sa number 2, number 3, number 4, and so forth. So, as much as possible, dapat tama yung number 1 mo. Ganon. Sa accounting kahit nagbabalance siya, minsan mali pa rin yung sagot. For example, 1,400,000. Yun yung balance mo. Nagbalance naman sa papel mo, pero nung nagtanong ka sa katabi mo, uy, ano balance mo? Ganon. Tapos yung sinabi niya, 1,500,000. Alam mo yon, yung may 100,000 na difference kayong dalawa. Syempre, iniisip niyo, nagbalance naman kami pareho. So, sino yung mali sa aming dalawa? So, ayun. That's the time na tanungin mo na yung teacher mo, ma'am, sino po ba yung tama? Pero syempre, not all the time na masasagot nila yung question mo about doon. Kaya, be careful lang. My last tip is acceptance and motivation. So, why acceptance and motivation? In my experience, ang daming fails, ang daming failures. Maraming beses na umiyak ako kasi feeling ko yung efforts na binibigay ko hindi enough. And then yung grade ko biglang bababa sa certain subject. That's the time you will ask yourself if nagkulang ba ako sa ganito, sa ganyan. And then, mapapaisip ka na, ano ba yan? Sana pala, mas binigay ko yung effort. Alam mo yun, regrets, but you can't do anything kasi tapos na lahat. So, the best thing is accept. Accept what happened and move on. Accept that sometimes we might fail and it's okay to cry, it's okay to be tired, but ito yung kailangan natin tandaan, dapat nandun pa rin yung rest time natin. Don't always assume na kapag nag-aaral ka 24/7, 24 hours, papasa ka. Kailangan intindihin din natin yung mental health natin. Dapat intindihin natin na not all the time we are okay. Next is yung motivation. Find the motivation that will keep you going. Kasi this entire online class, it's very stressful. It's exhausting na parang yung routine mo, paulit-ulit lang pagkagising sa umaga, online class, lunch, and then itutuloy mo yung online class mo sa hapon, and then mag-aaral ka, do your homeworks, dinner, and then the next day, it will repeat the same routine. Gigising ka, online class. Nakakapagod, di ba? And ang boring minsan. And then, mapapaisip ka, ano ba yan? Ba't ko pa ba ito ginagawa? Para saan? And that's the time you need to find your motivation. You must ask yourself, bakit ko nga ba ito ginagawa in the first place? Bakit nga ba ako nag-aaral? Ganon. And that's my motivation then, habang napapagod ako, habang nasa-stress sa mga gawain. It's not easy, itong online class. Kahit nung face-to-face pa lang, nakaka-stress na, but ibang stress tong online class. So, whenever you doubt yourself, you doubt your capabilities, ask yourself, why am I studying? Para saan ba to? Ano ba yung goals ko? Ano ba yung gusto kong marating in the future? And think about your family. You are not alone in this battle. You are not alone in this journey. This is my last message for the students who want to take up ABM Strand. The path that you may take may not be easy, and there are a lot of obstacles in your way. There are a lot of challenges, but never give up. Wow. Easy to say, but hard to do. And that's the reality. Ang daling sabihin na don't give up, never give up, ganyan. Pero kapag andun ka na sa situation na yon, parang ang hirap sabihin sa sarili and ang hirap gawin na, uy, wag ka mag-give up. Kasi alam mo sa sarili mo na punong-puno ka na, yung stress ka na, pagod ka na. Tapos, alam mo yon, may times na gusto mong umiyak pero may next subject pa. Kapag umiyak ka sa next subject, hindi ka makakapag-focus. So, this is not the right time na mag-breakdown. And I felt that. You don't have time to cry. You don't have time to break down kasi meron ka pang next subject. Parang meron ka pang next thing na aatupagin. It's just my personal experience. I don't know sa experience ng iba. Just do everything na makakaya mo. I hope those tips na sinabi ko earlier makatulong siya sa inyo. And this is a spoiler. The next content is requested by my former classmate and she's a close friend of mine. Hindi ko sasabihin ko anong content. Syempre, para surprise. But yeah, spoiler alert lang. Basta about doon yung content ko sa next vlog. Anyway, sana nakatulong talaga tong video. If you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, please subscribe and click the bell button beside it. Bye!